Welcome everyone to the next installment of the OfferVault free webinar training series. We are here each and every Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific to help you with your affiliate marketing. If this is your first webinar, welcome. If you've been on every single one since August, then also welcome to you. If you have not had the opportunity to see all of our webinars, I encourage you to click the free training tab and you can see all of our content that we've posted. We have content across SEO and content marketing to paid traffic to getting approved as an affiliate, just lots of really strong content for you. So I do suggest that you make sure that you log in to OfferVault and click the free training tab. So if you are here live tonight, it's always a little bit of a benefit versus watching a replay because then you can ask questions and I'm here to answer them. So if you'd like me to look at a niche market, please type it into the question box. And if you have any questions about offers or traffic, please also type it in. So again, I do encourage anyone who is watching the replays, if you can join us live, that would be great. So this is going to be our final webinar of this calendar year. So excited to just talk about how we end 2018 in the strongest manner possible and how we can start to think about 2019 to make it our most successful year yet. So on a previous webinar, we talked a little bit about how we can think on any offer and making it seasonal. So one of the things that we talked about on the previous webinar was about holiday loans for Christmas and things like that. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Loans, right, for Christmas. So this is a market that we looked at before and how we can take any offer, right, and apply some seasonality to it. So if you have a CPA offer around flowers or something like that, you could do it around the holidays or Valentine's Day or anything like that, of course. So we did look at this a few webinars back on how we can start thinking about taking any standard offer that may run 365 days a year. So it's not necessarily a seasonal offer, right? But how can we turn this into something that's more timely or more seasonal related to the holidays? So I'm a really big fan of thinking about the calendar in my marketing so we can get ahead of it, right? So I started planning for holiday marketing in September, right? We start planning for Halloween marketing back in July or August, even kind of at the latest. I'm already thinking about Valentine's Day campaigns, already starting to think about spring break. In February, we're going to be thinking about what to do around high school and college graduations, and the summer starting with vacations and things like that. And then we're planning back to school in May, or even June is sometimes kind of too late to even think about back to school. So it's important to kind of have a calendar, right, and to think about the type of offers that you want to run and the promotions that you want to run like way in advance. So I don't typically wake up in the morning and say, oh, here's an offer, I'm just going to magically run it, right? I'm thinking ahead, I'm planning this out, and that's what tonight's session is going to be about. We're going to talk about our blueprints for 2019 for affiliates. So I see some markets typed in. Please continue typing them in, and we're going to get through some more of them. So, if we think about, something else also around the holiday, so we can think about, we talked about personal loans before. Someone was asking about car loans, right? So you could take, some typical car loans, which you can run, all year long, of course, and think about in your marketing, how can you make it more about, the holidays? So like, get a new car for Christmas, get approved by Christmas for your car loan. You can even think about it, for insurance offering, getting a new car for the holidays, think about insurance. So those are some really strong, kind of what I would like to call like a keyword modifier, right? or taking something and adding a little seasonality to it. So a keyword modifier example someone was asking is basically, Christmas. So holiday loans, or like you could say even loans. So like loans would be the maybe the main keyword here. So if we look at like a personal loan, right? So personal loan could be the main keyword, and then for Christmas. So Christmas is basically your keyword modifier. So we can think about that auto loan for the holidays, like something like that. So we can start to think about. Oh, that's interesting. This is about skipping a car payment around the holidays, huh? So this is something that you can maybe write some content about. Some of this maybe looks positive, some of it looks negative, and that's great because some of your content that can do the best in content marketing is something that's a little controversial, right? So if you call something out as like a terrible idea or something like that, you can start to get more attention for it. Like you don't only have to write kind of positive, glowing things. So it's kind of interesting. I was just typing in here, and this is kind of what just came out. Auto loan for the holidays. So you can start to think about this here, and this is are back for the holidays. So again, a lot of this kind of skip a payment. So I'm going to write this down and kind of look more into it. So one of the things that I'm always recommending on all of these trainings and in all the coaching clients and coaching students that I work with is about tracking and keeping everything organized. So as you know, I always talk about on the webinars the importance of keeping a Google Sheet or a Google Doc organized, right? Because you want to make sure that you're tracking everything that you're doing and all of these ideas. So right now, I might not be marketing sort of this holiday loan, or I might not be writing content about is it good to look at a loan that lets you skip a holiday payment, right? So that might not fit right now. Maybe it's not right for my content marketing, or maybe it's a little bit too late in the year to start promoting it for whatever reason. But that's fine, because again, this research, this competitive intelligence is ongoing. So I'm continuing to write this down, so that way when I get to next September, next October, even probably September, when I'm thinking about my marketing campaigns for the holidays, I'm that far ahead. So many times I'm planning a year ahead in ideas, and I'm starting to execute, even typically 3 to 4 months ahead of when any sort of event or seasonal marketing is happening. So it's kind of interesting when we think about it that I might be getting ideas right now that I'm not even going to market for 10 months or 12 months. And that's really, I think, one of the key things to think about in our blueprint, right? Is I just plugged in my laptop. I realized it's 24%. I don't want to lose it during the webinar. That's how you can tell. That's how you can tell these things are live, right? So that's an important point, and we're going to start planning our blueprint. But that's an important point, is that you have to get ahead. You always ahead of the calendar. You always have to be planning what's your next offer. I'm thinking about a quarter out, so I know in the next 3 months what I'm going to be marketing 3 months out, and that allows you time to prepare, to do competitive intelligence like we've shown in some previous webinars, and to just have a marketing plan, right? And that's really the key here. Is we want to make sure that we have a plan. Okay, let's see here what other markets that people want to take a look at. All right, that's a good one. Taxes. We're going to look at that in a moment. Let's see if there's anything else kind of seasonal that's up that we can start thinking about. So as I mentioned on each and every webinar, some of the key things that we need to focus on is to make sure that we are always going to OfferVault each and every day, and pick a same time of the day, add it to your calendar. For me, I do this in the morning. I like to do my offer and my niche research and brainstorming usually in the morning. So what I like to do is I like to take a look at which offers are being promoted. I like to think about new ideas, and I'll write it down. So, I will start to take a look here and see kind of what is catching my attention. We were talking about loans before, so I might write that down in my loan Google sheet. And then I'll go to page 2. So again, you can dig deep here, right? You don't have to think about just finding something on page 1. So we talked a little bit about health and wellness and the keto diet offers, I believe on the previous webinar actually. So I might add that to my list. So again, I'm looking for some interesting things here that can start to make sense around the holidays. So let's take a look at this one here. And let's take a look at the keto offer, because again, we can start making that also seasonal. So right now you could say, lose 10 pounds for the holidays, or lose, 15 pounds for Valentine's Day, kind of planning ahead, or lose weight, to get in your bathing suit weight for your bathing suit look for, summer vacation, kind of things like that, or spring break. So that's, again, continuing how we take any offer and try to turn it into something that's seasonal. So this is interesting. I haven't noticed this offer before. So this is a zip code submit for a freebie and an email sign up. This allows incentivized traffic. We've talked about that in the past on how certain offers permit incentivized traffic and certain don't. So incentivized traffic is typically reward-based traffic. People might be getting virtual coins or entered into something to complete offers, and offers that say incentivized traffic is allowed or great to run. There's lots of interesting ways to incentivize an offer, but it's really important. If an offer does not say that incentivization or incent is approved, then you cannot assume that it is allowed. You have to assume that it's not, right? So anything that does not say clearly incent, you have to just assume it is not approved. And you can reach out, of course, to to your affiliate manager in the affiliate network, and you could of course always ask, and it's always, you want to make sure that you're asking, because you do not want to run incentivized traffic to an offer that doesn't accept it, because those leads will be removed, and you could lose that affiliate account. So just, you don't want to mess around with that. So again, really important, and I tend to probably talk about that on many webinars, because it's just critical. You have to realize, again, that the affiliate networks, they see everything. They see the tracking links. They've seen all the games. When Mark Roth and I owned a network years ago, we saw affiliates do crazy things. It's not worth it. You want to make sure that you build a real business, something that's sustainable, something that's scalable, and something that you can be proud of, right? And to partner with your affiliate managers directly, not to play games. So really important point to consider. Let's see if we see a landing page preview on this one or not. Visitor survey. Interesting. Okay. So hard to tell. Sometimes that's redirecting. I wonder if see if this is running in a different geography, or it could just be the preview page. So that's a good point. So always test your affiliate links before you run things. I've seen so many affiliates, and look, I've done this myself, where I log into my affiliate network, right, and improve my account. I just grab an offer that I'm interested in, and sometimes I don't test it and I run it, and it's either goes to the wrong offer, or it's a 404 page, or an error or something like that. So it's like, and I would be like, shame on me, that's my bad. So I've learned over the years that I always double check my affiliate links before I drive traffic to it. And I'm pretty crazy with this stuff. I actually keep a list of the affiliate offers that I'm running, and I'm continuously having those checked throughout the day to make sure that they're still live. I use outsourcing. I use a virtual assistant for that, and you could find one on Upwork or Fiverr, or anything that makes sense from from an outsourcing perspective. If you're not running that many offers, you could do it yourself. But again, you want to set like almost your calendar and your timers. Like, I want to check that in the morning, I want to check that in the afternoon, and I want to check that before I go to bed. And the reason why is because if an offer isn't working, then I'm just losing money, right? So to me, it is super important to maintain a list of offers that you're running, those URLs. That's why I love to have them in a Google sheet, right? So it's always accessible. And just super important to make sure that that you get every one of those links tested. Let me just read some questions here. Okay, so I had some more questions on sort of my morning routine, my morning ritual. So as I mentioned, I'm looking for, and we're going to talk about this one in a second. So let me just go back here. So again, I'm looking for new offers and ideas the way that I showed you. I'm thinking about the seasonality of something that I can run now, and I'm thinking about a quarter or sometimes 2 quarters, 6 months ahead even, about what I'm going to run next. The second thing is part of my morning ritual is, for me, again, I do it in the morning. You might want to do this, in the afternoon or evening, whatever's better for your schedule, but try to do it at the same time every day. That's one of kind of the super affiliate secrets is really around consistency. It's really important. So one of the other things that I like to do every single day is I'm always applying for new networks, and there's so many networks on OfferVault. But at a minimum, you want to do this once a week. So at a minimum, on a weekly basis, you want to make sure that you're thinking about what's the next networks that you're going to apply to. And I like to set a goal of applying to a minimum of 10 affiliate networks, new affiliate networks that I have not applied to in the past, each and every week. So that, I think, answers the question on kind of what else I do in that morning routine, that morning ritual. Or again, I might be doing that weekly for applying for new networks. Just really, really important. Let me see if that answered the question. Yes, good. Okay, good. Let's get back into this Michael Kors promotion. So again, this can be seasonal, where you could be talking about this, for the holidays as a giveaway, right? So again, we want to pay attention to all the restrictions, what type of allowed traffic it is, what geography you're running these orders in. So again, really important to kind of pay attention to that. So again, you could turn this into a seasonal offer. Same thing as I mentioned for the keto diet. You can make this about lose 15 pounds or whatever makes sense to say for the holidays, right? And you can think about this. Now I'm writing this down for Valentine's Day and spring break and summer vacation, right? Where I'm always paying attention to how to take my offers, make them more relevant, make them more timely. Thinking about, again, this concept of seasonality in our marketing is really important. So, all right, good. Let's see if we see anything else here. All right, let's talk about the next offer. So someone live on the call asked about taxes, and this is a great niche to be in, and especially right after the holidays. So if you think about tax day is April 15th or so in the U.S., we're really marketing tax offers. Right after Christmas. I know some people are already marketing it. For me, I was always kind of focused on holiday offers, and then right after Christmas and even sometimes after New Year's is when I personally start doing more tax related offers. So taxes are some of sort of the most consistent offers that I've run, especially because you can learn from it each and every year. So it's the fact that I'm taking notes, right, and I'm tracking everything in my Google Doc or Google Sheets is, I might be just running my tax offers for 2.5 or 3 months or something like that. But guess what? Those learnings, as long as you track that well, you have a really big leg up for next year, right? For the following tax season, and that's what this is all about. Is all about having a plan and being able to not only market for today in our blueprint, but to think about next quarter, even next year. So that's why tracking all of these actions is so critical, because otherwise what happens is you're just starting over on a regular basis, and that's just no fun to continuously have to do the same work, same keyword research, same content marketing, right? You can leverage this over time, and again, treat it like an asset, right? And that's what this is all about, right? So it's really important to think about our affiliate blueprint, which this is all leading to tonight, as a way to plan ahead, right? It's the affiliate blueprint for 2019, the whole year. It's not just about what we're going to be doing in January. So that to me is super important to consider, right? Really, really important. All right, let me see any other questions, and then we're going to continue looking at the tax offers. So again, thinking about the tax offers now is very, very important. You do not want to wait you don't want to wait till February or March to start promoting for it. So someone was asking, why do we start so early thinking about taxes for this year, and even I mentioned for next year. And that's again key for the blueprint, is we want to be out at least a quarter in our marketing. And again, in addition to using Google Sheets and Google Docs, is I happen to like a calendar. For me, I use Google Calendar. You could use whatever you're comfortable with. I also tend to use some project management systems, which we can talk about. Also, especially with outsourcers and developers and things like that. But for me, I just want to have all of my stuff handy, and I find that putting my key dates on the calendar, especially a quarter or 2 quarters in advance, really helps. That way, I can start thinking about a weight loss offer for Valentine's Day in advance or tax day in advance. Okay, good. Let's take a look at which offers we have. So these are loan offers related to taxes. Let's see, fresh tax help, Spanish users, interesting. Let's look at this. Let's take a look at some of these. Okay, tax returns in the UK. So we saw some in Spanish. This one's in the UK. So I love, as I mentioned, as part of our, in previous webinars, I've mentioned this, and we can think about this as part of our affiliate blueprint for next year. I am just super interested and excited in international offers. It's a great way to diversify. Many times our traffic is lower cost. And also, you're typically going to see in many markets less competition than just running stuff in the US or whatever country that you're in and running only things in your native language, right? So I'm a huge fan in our affiliate blueprint about kind of pushing the envelope to think about what else we should be marketing in different geographies, and also just as important in different languages, right? And I've talked about before is that you can find native speakers in any language on sites like Upwork or Fiverr, right? So I'm a really big fan of leveraging those resources. So again, this is a tax refund offer in the UK. Which is kind of cool. So something that maybe I have not run in the past. This one's in the US for Spanish users only. So I'm a huge fan of sort of multilingual marketing or marketing in specific languages. So this to me is is something that I'd be super interested in running. Again, it's $32 on a sale. Let's take a look here. Debt reduction. Okay, so no use of government. So interesting here, right? They're telling you what you can and can't run. I was just kind of reading this here. And this is interesting. You can't run email drops on Friday through Sunday, right? So I'm assuming they're doing their marketing on Friday through Sunday. Or maybe if it's a call center, it's not open. Okay, here. Publishers are also encouraged to try to avoid sending weekend traffic. It's not going to convert as well. So they probably don't have their call center, if this is driving to a call center, as active on the weekends, right? And they're saying that their call center is closing better. So that's kind of what I'm assuming based on kind of reading this. Interesting. So this gets a little bit into day parting. We've talked about this in our previous 5-part traffic webinar series. So day parting is important from an optimization standpoint, that we want to understand that certain offers will convert better during the day or breakfast versus the evening. Some run really late at night. Um, so this is, the way that we think about this is day parting, right? So I would run this offer from, Monday through Thursday, and I would ask them about Friday and understand kind of why Friday may or may not work. So that's a really important point, that when we look at our conversions, and we look at our analytics, we want to make sure that we are truly kind of paying attention into day parting, not only for optimization, but also just as important, or even more important, for any sort of compliance or restrictions in the offers, right? What they're going to let them run, and why. Um, let's see here. Cool. Just reading some more questions. So asking questions about, if I'm in the US, can I run the UK offer? And the answer is yes, 100%. You can run your offers in different geographies, right? That's one of the beauties of OfferVault, is how global it is, right? And you definitely want to make sure that, you're setting up your traffic for those correct regions. Otherwise, of course, you won't be compensated. That's why, if, you won't get the conversion. That's why it's so important. See other questions. So also, thinking about tax relief, right? So this is a little bit, sort of different as an offer. This is not the tax prep offer, right? This is about, tax relief, and this is kind of a U.S. version of it, but, it's timely, right? People are thinking about this during tax season. So this is an offer that maybe you can run year round, which I would note in my Google sheet, but this might be more top of mind around tax season, which is kind of interesting. So this is, I think, the same. Yep, pretty much this. Yeah, I think this is the same offer. This one might be a little bit different. Hang on, sorry, the audio just paused. Can you guys hear me? Okay, great. Sorry about that. Audio just paused for a second. All right. So native only. That's interesting. So I wonder if this is running for native ads. Interesting. E-file taxes, converse on completion of taxes. So this is for efile.com. Interesting. So this is a direct tax offer for filing, and this is a $12 CPA. I would love to test this. I've run other e-filing type of offers, not this one. So I'm going to be testing this. This is pretty interesting. So this again is kind of different than some of the other offers that we were looking at. Wow. Income tax email submit. So is get your taxes prepared with a prepaid Visa card. So again, this is more of a kind of typical, email or zip offer, but this is really sort of well timed or timely. Again, getting into tax season, so I'd probably test this offer too. We looked at that before. So again, part of our affiliate blueprint, right, is to not only research in advance, right, for our marketing, to think about in each of our niche markets what the international opportunity, or sort of a non-native language or a different language opportunity is. And then the next part of the affiliate blueprint is all about having the right number of affiliate offers in multiple networks. So you do not want to put all of your eggs in one basket. So you don't want to just be running one offer, right? And you also do not just want to be running one affiliate network, even if the affiliate network has 2 or 3 tax relief offers. It's really important, in my opinion, to diversify out and to build relationships with multiple affiliate networks, multiple affiliate um, managers, and different offers. So I, as part of my affiliate blueprint, never run an offer that it only exists on one network, or only there's only very few offers available. I want to run things that are unique, and I always want to have my own spin on it, like we've been talking about tonight for our affiliate blueprint. But I also really do not want to just put all my eggs in one basket and be stuck with one network and one offer. So really important to consider. Let's see here. I'm interested to see if there's any pay per call offers. So I've run pay per call offers for things like tax relief, sort of consolidating past taxes and things like that. I'm interested to see if there's anything in pay per call that's also running at this point. So yeah, I'm not seeing it yet. So I bet, because I've run pay per call offers related to taxes in the past. So I bet as we get a little bit closer to tax season, you're going to see more of this. So yeah, so these are pay per calls for like IRS debt settlements, and um, let's see here, the Spanish one. Again, these are some pretty interesting tax related pay per call. So the other part of our affiliate blueprint is to really think about how we can not only diversify across of our affiliate networks and offers, but also the type of offers that we run. So an important part of our affiliate blueprint is to think about the diversification of offers. So run a cost per sale offer for like that e-file page. Run an email submit as that kind of front end offer. Think about a pay per call offer in here also. So that to me is also one of the key parts of our blueprint. They're always planning how we're going to monetize in multiple channels, right? In multiple directions for multiple affiliate networks. Okay, good. Let me see if there's any other questions here. No, I think we're doing good on questions. Okay, good. So let's just go through and summarize. I think we answered all of the questions and looked at some different niche markets tonight, which is great. So now let's dig in a little bit and just go through what it takes to execute our affiliate blueprint for 2019. So the first thing that we do is we organize and research our offers that we're going to promote. We do this every day. We use Google Sheets. The next step is to make sure that we're thinking ahead, that we're not only planning on, oh man, it's Christmas, I got to start marketing now, right? We want to plan ahead at least a quarter. So 3 months ahead, how do I take all of the offers that I might be thinking about, and the question is, can you apply them to some seasonality, to some to different holiday trends, and how can you document that like on your calendar so you're ready for it and you're always planning ahead. The next step is to make sure that we are registered for multiple affiliate networks, not only one. This is critical to think about. Very, very important. And also not only multiple affiliate networks, but also we want to have multiple offers to run. We do not want to run traffic to a campaign or promote a campaign that exists on one network. It's just too much risk that one network pauses or changes a payout or things like that. So you always want to make sure that you're diverse, that you're diversified on the type of offers that you're running. And then the next step is to think about international, right? As we mentioned, so we want to think about international offers in a niche market, and also think about multilingual or other languages that you can be promoting in, right? So that's another key strategy from our 29 blueprint. And the most important thing for our affiliate blueprint for 2019, I think I said 29, 2019. Sorry, I'm reading questions as I'm doing it. Is to take action. That's what this is all about. It's awesome that you're watching these webinars. I encourage you to watch them each and every week. But if you're not taking action and applying for networks and setting up your blogs or your campaigns, for direct linking. If you're not running traffic and if you're not testing, then you're just going to be stuck. So if you want 2018, right, which was hopefully a great year for you, if you want to think about 2019 as being your best year ever, right? How do we take the affiliate blueprint that I gave you tonight in this free OfferVault training? How do you take that and how do you make it your own and execute and scale with it each and every month? That is the final part of the affiliate blueprint for 2019. Most important thing is take action. All right, everyone. Thank you again. I hope hope you enjoyed this webinar series. Wish everyone a happy and healthy and safe holiday. Take this affiliate blueprint and put it into action. Really, really important. And I'm going to wrap up by answering one question that Antonio was asking. So do we have examples of how a website should look when applying to affiliate networks? So the answer is yes. We actually covered that in free training. So in the free training tab. So I typically will suggest that people use WordPress because it's just a simple template for building up a site. So we recorded two two webinars about this, getting accepted by affiliate networks, including kind of using your site. So the first one was down in free training, I think page 3. So again, based on when you're watching this, it'll shift, but your August 28th webinar. And then also the August 14th webinar also talks about that. So those are the two pages that I'm suggesting. Awesome. Thanks again, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the session. And again, happy holidays and have a great night.